I think I'm live. Just about that I am. Well, sorry for the delay, but you know, when am I ready? Crikey. Oh, I've just been watching Top Gun with my son, I have. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's an interesting film. Well, not really, it's just a bit of fun, really, but something to do, and so I do apologise. Oh, crikey, I ain't even got the chat window up ready. Oh, my Gideon, I'm so terrible, I am. Oh, will you ever forgive me? Probably not. There we go. There it is. Chat window. Okay. I think we're there. I think so. Crikey. You know when you think everything's okay and then you realise you haven't done something or something ain't working. So, let's just do an audio test. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. Give me. Billy Bender Flopop then said, if you really love me, you'd have swallowed that. I think we're there. Yes, we got audio. So. Okay, we're there. Crikey. Let me just turn the audio off there. Okay, here we go. Well, just to start it off, Donald Trump has challenged Joe Biden. Okay, it's not about Spaniards just that yet. No. He's challenged Joe Biden to a duel. Just like Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. You know, a bit of cage fighting. No, not this time. It's a bit of, how to put it.
Like you'll go person, woman, man, yes. Camera, TV.
A cognitive test. Let me just repeat that again.
Like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV.
A cognitive test.
One of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water.
Stop flipping raining. But you see, Donald Trump has challenged Joe Biden to a cognitive test. Oh dear. I wonder how that would go. I think Joe Biden would actually win. Once he finally gets there, I suppose. It could be interesting. It could. But I wonder if Donald Trump will be performing that test while he's behind bars with a bit of luck. Well, let's first see who we've got here today. Oh, I wonder. Oh, but I'm here to come and join us. Oh, God, we're back. Oh, we're in the wrong one. We want to be in. Put it into live chat. There we go. We're now in live chat. So thank you very much, everybody, joined me tonight. And we've got Billy Kershaw, Billy, and George, Jackisman, Joe Mary, Joe, and Madbunk 33. Thanks for your help earlier today, Madbunk. Much appreciated. It really is. Yeah. We had silly people in the chat earlier. Yes, we were live earlier today as well. Just a bit of a test live out in the garden. See whether or not I could get the internet. It appears to be okay. Yeah. Me Wi-Fi to get to the middle of the field. So there you go. And and also got there Susan DeWitt. Hello there. Hope you're well. In Belgium. Hope your move went okay. I know it's a little while ago now. I don't know, but I'll try and get it. Try get what? Akisman. 20 seconds. Okay. Yes, I was a couple of 3 minutes. 3 minutes late, was I? I think I was 3 minutes late. Hello, Gingers. Hope you're well. And Doc Davies, good evening to you. And B does. Hello, we've got another spanner in the works. Hello, Spanner. And Jeanette Carpenter. Hello there. Oh, crazy. What do you think of old Donny, eh? You know, blimey. Challenging Biden. Joe Biden, Hunter Biden. Well, he's just, I don't know what the sentencing is going to be. They say it's his first offence, so we'll see. A bunch of criminals. We wouldn't have such people in our government, would we? Not in Westminster. No? Okay, but not go over there. Joe Lefty, hello Joe, hope you're well. And George, hello George. And David Durago, oh hello. And Mark's biggest fan, hello my friends. And thanks for sending some message earlier. Yes, I've got to put the R in Spaniards, which is a bit strange because I did voice to text. It must be my accent. Do you think it'd be my accent? Could it be my Norfolk? And I didn't notice. No, so it's still my fault. And Susan DeWitt. And Trump couldn't remember the name of his doctor. He can't remember anything at all, can he? He can't remember when he gets in that aeroplane. You know, that big jet with toilet paper stuck to his foot. It didn't see that, did he? Don't stand a lot of hope, really, do we? Between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, really. Now, I actually think old Biden's actually got his head screwed on. Just the rest of his body is, well, it's collapsing around him. It really is. And to be fair to Joe Biden, he said, no, well, no. He'll have to, face the music. He's kept, I suppose he got a lot of choice, really, hasn't he? Really, so there you go. The move is done. Still organising things and trying to sell the house. Nice big garden now to enjoy. Oh, excellent. If it stops raining. I know. Tell me about the flipping rain. We've been doing all we can to try and get the ground sorted out for our rewilding project here, where we're planting all these trees and what have you. But the flipping grass, it don't stop growing, and it keeps on raining, which doesn't help, because obviously, we'd like to be a little bit dry when we're cutting the grass. But we've got some of it down anyway. So hopefully we'll get on top of it. Oh, it's a flipping nightmare. And also, because the grass was so long, I couldn't see some of the stakes. I chopped a couple little trees down. It's just a bit annoying. So we've replaced them today. And also, I damaged a couple of signs. But I think we're going to have to change a lot of the signs anyway. We're going to have to put them in, sort of, in the trees, which I can do now because I can use the laser. So, or lasers. I got free flipping lasers. All been sent to me free. I can't complain, really, can I? I smoke dope, and I'm allowed to buy. What? I smoke dope, and I'm allowed to buy a lighter. What? Oh, am I allowed to buy a lighter? You are smoking dope, What you talking about? Was it you who was mentioning about my good place to smoke dope? It's basically I've got a well in the middle of the field. I've made into a seat with a little wooden seat thing in it and stuff. It's quite nice out there, actually. He said it's the perfect place to smoke dope. What? I've never tried. I wouldn't know what it's like, to be honest. I wouldn't have a clue. The missus can vouch for that, I'm sure. What do you use to cut such long grass? I'm using a machine that isn't really capable of cutting such long grass. I'm using a Ferrosize 3000 zero-turn machine, which is a powerful machine. It's a proper professional bit of kit, but it's not designed for the long grass. It's a finishing mower and cut up to 8 inches tall. But when the grass is like 2 to 3 feet high, just lays it flat, and you have to go over it like so many times, and there's a lot of load on it, a lot of load on the machine. So. Now, there has been a lot of things happening recently regarding the EES system, the electronic entry exit system, and unfortunately, the country that we were hoping was going to be one of the first to be ready, considering they've installed all the kiosks and what have you, their app ain't working, not yet, and they reckon they're a long way off. This app it's got to be able to communicate with all the other, with the central database as well. So it's basically this app's going to be collecting your data, and then it'll be logging, your habits. Not them habits, no, your habits, as in when you arrive, when you leave, where you're going, where you said you're going. But also, there's other things as well, like, for instance, they're now saying that they might be bringing in the minimum amount of money you're supposed to have, which Caroline did tell me. I think it was about €65 or something, £65 per person per day for your length of your trip. Plus, you obviously got to prove this, that, and the other, your destination and your return trip and all that sort of stuff. That's for France. It's about €105 for Spain, and once the system is in place in full, it looks like they're going to be pushing for this, to make sure you got your money. I think it's a bit silly, really. Who's going to travel on a holiday without really having enough money to sustain themselves? It's a bit silly, isn't it? The state ain't going to cover them anyway. It takes a long time to get yourself in a position where the state is going to cover you. Such as France or Spain or what have you. It's pretty darn unlikely, isn't it? It doesn't work like that. So anyway, let me just turn this other light. I've got the wrong lights on. Oh, here it is. Oh, that's better. Oh, crikey. It's like Piccadilly Circus. Well, so along with that, like I mentioned in my earlier stream today, it looks like these scans are going to be the biometrics. They're going to be doing lie detector tests through artificial intelligence. I don't think it's full blown. I don't think they're going to answer loads of questions. Or are they? I don't know. how this thing's going to work. I think I'd say if you've got a bit of a sweat. But I don't know about you, whenever I go for anything like border control, anything like that, I'm always a little bit sweaty. I don't know why. I'm a bit nervous. I hate those sort of things. I feel I've been checked over, you know. I can't stand it. So now I'm not keen. So I'll probably get pulled over to one side and, you know, the old, you know, ooh, don't stop. You know what it's like. Yeah. Hey, babe. Anyway. So yeah, the likelihood is we're going to be having artificial intelligence lie detector testing. You know, one of the things that really worries me a little bit about all this stuff, apart from the fact it's been probed, I mean the fact that collecting all your data and it has to be stored somewhere. And we're talking about data that doesn't change. We're talking about biometrics. Yeah, your fingerprints don't generally change. Mine just wear off, you know. Anyone who's been in a building game for years will know that, you know, if you're laying bricks and what have you, you lose your fingerprints. And even if you're using glazer's gloves, you wear the tips of your gloves out and your fingers are exposed and you just carry on laying bricks because, you know, it's all about getting your 1,000 bricks a day, get all your money. So you're going good money then, you see. So I don't know, I'm not that keen on all this, to be honest. You know, okay. So, well, there you are, son. Yeah, it's Brexit for you. You voted for Brexit, and that's what you got. You got your Brexit. Just want my Brexit. Well, at the end of the day, it affects everybody, and not everyone who votes for Brexit. It affects every single person. I just think this is who wants to travel. That is, and I think it's a crying shame. So I think we just point the finger and say, "You did this," to the Brexiters, and throw the odd milkshake at Nigel Farage. That goes down a treat. Crikey, Nigel Farage. According to the YouGov poll, not going to hold Richie Sunak off his pedestal. According to the YouGov poll, and now Nigel Farage says he's the official opposition, but I don't know how he works that one out, because at the end of the day, he's not official. No, besides, he's a company. Well, I mentioned this earlier, he's a company, yes. It's a limited company. And he's got majority shareholding. I think there's a few other shares out there, plus about 30% shares to Richard Tice. Anyway, so let's say, for instance, the Reform Party, which isn't really a party, it's a company, ends up winning the general election, argument's sake. I know it's not going to happen. Country be run by a company, by a man who owns that company via the share capital. A man who said that we need to get our sovereignty back. When a limited company is only sovereign to the people who are shareholders. And generally only, really, the majority shareholder. How is this right? I feel like I don't understand how this can go on and how it could be allowed. How the hell did he get registered as a party, as a limited company? Has it got charitable status? Is it a not-for-profit? I don't know. This feels a bit wrong to me. Yeah. A company that has majority shareholder of one person, Nigel Farage, who can make the decision just like that, who will be the leader of that party. And obviously Nigel Farage says, okay, Richard Tice, you have to step down. I'm now the leader. You got no choice because there is no vote. How is this right? How can it even be allowed? I just find it flabbergasted. What did you say? You? Hello, Regan. I hope you're well, my friend. I didn't see you there. Oh, I got a beer. Today I've got a Father's Day beer. My son brought me some beers over. This is a cockle. It's a pig. David Cameron will like this beer, I'll tell you. Beer on Reed Triple. And it's 7%. It was a light beer. You get 22% beer in supermarkets there. 22%. That's like an aperitif. Crazy. I told you it wasn't live. What? What wasn't live? Right, here we go. Back up we come. What have I missed? The Labour manifesto was written by ChatGPT. I haven't read it. I'll tell you something. I do a lot of chat GPT, and I'll read. I can pick it out. I can work it out quite easy if it's chat GPT. It writes in a certain way, and it's formulaic. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's really good. I find it really useful if you just writing blogs and stuff like that. Then I rearrange things and put my own bits in to personalise it. But the nice thing about ChatGPT, oh crikey, I didn't think of that. That's a really good point, and it does that for you, you know. But then you just got to personalise. You must never ever utilise ChatGPT on its own. We do sometimes on the descriptions of some videos on my woodworking channel, just for speed, because obviously I make so many videos, we can't obviously be going full on what's it. ChatGPT is really, really handy for that. But whenever I do any blogs or anything like that, I have started utilising it, so I find it very helpful. But we don't allow it to do everything, because that's just stupid. Because you can see it. It's flipping obvious, a lot of it is. It's formulaic. I tell you what's quite good for, though, is rewrite this. Colon, and then you just put some plagiarised content in it, and that just rewrites it into whatever style you want it to be written in. And it's actually quite good. What was that? Did my phone just ping? No, it didn't. That's okay. Right, so, where are we? Andrew Evans. Hello, Andrew. I hope you're well. That's why you borrow or rent them. What's that? Well, boys. The Labour Manifesto was written by ChatGPT. Was it 4 or 3? 4 was a little bit harder to recognise. Yeah, it's ChatGPT 3 is it's still good, but it's quite easy to point out. You would think that all the tech that he has in the house, he would have voice-controlled lighting. Oh Christ! It's a flippin' switch. Why do I'll tell you what. I could put it on I get a stick and push it with a stick. How about that for technology for you? No, I'll just get off the button and I'll push the button. I thought that, you see. Actually, to be fair, I do have a remote for lights. Just not that one. No. Well, it looks like we might have a new PM at some point in France. A 28-year-old Jordan Bardar. Anyway, bizarre, I would say. Yeah, so that's going to be very interesting. I'm starting to think that maybe Macron played a blinder. Because all these people, including Nigel Farage, have always just shouted from the sidelines. And obviously when they're going to come in, they're going to have to make policy. I don't actually think they're going to show themselves in good light. You know? I really don't. I think they're going to look like fools. I hope so. Yeah, boot the like button. Yeah, do it. I've got loads of hearts coming up. Oh, look at the little hearts. Aren't they lovely? Yeah. Unfortunately, the French branches of the Orange Order have all the goats. Goats? What? Brian Cox nearly gave Laura Kunzenberg a heart attack by mentioning the B word earlier. Which Brian Cox? Is it the Scotch Brian Cox, the actor, playwright and all that, you know? Because he is very anti-Brexit, but so is Brian Cox, the science geezer. He's not very keen on Brexit. I didn't see it, so which one was it? Was it the scientist geezer who was in the band on the keyboards? Sausage, yes. I'm Sausage Man. Something like that. I was pulling weeds the other day with gloves with a hole. Don't do it. I pulled some stinger nettle and a man did it sting. Oh, crikey. Yeah, they can do. Worse if you got on the back of your hands, though. Oh, my hands are like, bits of leather now, you know what I mean? I've just been so much scar tissue. They've been beaten up so much now. So they're kind of, well, they're just tough, yeah. For all the wrong reasons, like carpal tunnel syndrome and stuff like that. The only Brian Cox, the nerd Brian Cox, is a poor imposter. I would actually like to see the nerd Brian Cox. I think he's brilliant at his presentation. He does on his tours and stuff. I would like to see some of them. And then I can make judgment and can like, oh, that was pretty shit. Oh, Larry, hello, Larry. Sir Larry the cat. Yes, the cat has come to join us. They let you out, did they? Did you come out for a pee? Maybe. Been getting the exit strategy sorted out for that tiny squatter. Tiny squatter. Little old Richie Snack in his short trousers. Oh dear. Alive, I think he's a bit nervous, isn't he? He ain't happy at the moment. No, he's not doing so well. Poor old little Sunak. Well, at the end of the day, he has overseen the country becoming, how to put it, a food bank nation. He's done quite well at that in the last few years. It's kind of shot up. Oh, well, I suppose. Having to watch your TV ratings go down. I suppose you could blame it on, well, the fact that his father, blimey, he was a boozy, was as a child, which you said, didn't know that? He was a boozed. Yeah. He had to go without a lot of things. A lot of things he did. Yeah, like Sky TV when he was a child. And he had no working class friends. Now, Richie Sunak, he's been doing the rounds as well, and he's been saying, you ought to be a little bit careful, Yeah, he's warning of handing a blank cheque to to Nigel Farage. Oh, actually, probably, Labour. With Nigel Farage, how he's gaining popularity in the polls. Hello, Pandora. I can see you down there. My little Pandora is wanting a treat, so she's pestering me. There you go, girl. What's that? Ooh. Can we see your nose? Don't make an effort. She doesn't make an effort at all. She never jumps up for anything. Right, anyway, so Nigel Farage is doing a very good job at splitting the Tory vote in favour of Labour. Yes, Nigel Farage is improving Labour's chances to have what shouldn't really be called a supermajority, because it really doesn't matter what kind of majority you got, as long as you got a majority. But I have to admit, it may become a tad bit tiresome in Parliament when we see Labour having to take up the opposition benches as well, because there ain't enough of them on the government benches. So they're going to have to have a bit of banter, aren't they, with each other? It's going to get rather tiresome. There's going to be no point in having it on TV. Everyone will fall asleep. Especially if Keir Starmer starts talking. Now, some people are saying to me, well, about time we had a bit of boring, we're a bit fed up with all this, charisma politics, such as Alexander Boris the Faithful Johnson. That flippin'
Kipper.
That he is. Well, unfortunately, I disagree. I actually think we need charisma in politics. I think we need a little bit of charm in politics. But also we need to mix up a little bit of decency and honesty. If you want to command a room, if you want to get people on side, I know you think I'm a flipping kipper now, don't
Kipper.
you? Eh? I bet you do. But you see, the thing is, I've worked in business and had companies and what have you, and been in negotiations in other companies and individuals, but also customers. You have to have a little bit of charisma. You come over dry and boring and Starmerish, well then you don't get anywhere. You don't win the room. You got to win friends, and boring people really make friends. So they're always the loners. The poor old sods stuck there twiddling their things, wondering what they're going to do, getting all depressed and stuff. They're the ones whose whose parents end up with the parents even worried about their children because they've got no friends. Unfortunately, I think we need a little bit of charisma. I think we need a little bit of, obviously wrapped in a big, huge swath of honesty and decency for the common good of the common people. So what we do is, that's why I might be wrong, but we haven't had that combination yet. We've had dishonesty with a little bit of charisma, which is a strange sort of charisma, really. If you look at the likes of Alexander Boris, the Faithful Johnson, that is. It's about time we had somebody that we can trust, that we can believe in, that can control the room, an audience, such as, you think about Brian Cox, the Scotsman actor. His voice, the power, his personality, it commands the room. That's why he does theatre. He's brilliant at it, because he commands the room. We need people like that who can actually get people on side, can win friends. And crikey, don't we need a few friends now? You look at what's going on around the world and how our standing has diminished under this Tory party. With the lies, the deceit, the arrogance, the, rather how to put, vitriol coming out of the Tory party aimed at members of the EU and the EU as a whole and the people within the EU and those who voted for Brexit. They were listening, they all were listening, they all heard it. We've got to win these people back. You're not going to do that with just being boring. You've got to win people over and win their trust. And a little bit of, a little bit of, a little bit of sugar makes the merry-go go round. Only reason I said that, so I was singing it earlier. Because the kids keep eating sugary sweets. Oh, my darling, you brought me a cup of tea. You got to say hello.
That's your tea that you left in there.
Oh, you didn't make me one then. No.
I was worried about the bear. I didn't know if you got out of the freezer.
I had put in the freezer in a hurry because I forgot it was outside. Well, it's actually in the house. What I mean, it went cold.
It's a Father's Day present. And
yeah, I want it cold. And it's nice now. Not try a bit.
No, I don't like bear.
You don't like bear? Oh, crikey, well, I'll don't marry you, fool. I'll never know. Blimey. Anyway, let's get back to that chat and see who's here now. So I see we've got a few more people, which is good. Farage is just misunderstood. He has some really good policies. Honest! He just suffers from acute obsessive compulsive disorder. What with milkshakes? And can't see any brown stains on his, oh crikey, white tablecloth. Ooh. And those teeth. Oh my giddy aunt, those teeth. That face, the shape of his head, and his trousers, and that jacket, that coat. Oh, blimey, pretty much absolutely everything. Toad of the Manor, Toad Hall, and all that. And those yellow corduroys. No wonder somebody wanted to throw a flip milkshake at it, give it a little bit, how to put it, tone it down a bit, and a bit of mould, maybe, I don't know. Boris frightens people into submission. Or he might fall on you. Well, I might as well come. But I can't fat shame it. I've got no right to fat. I was crying. I put on so much weight. Oh, 102 kilos now. It's not good. There's me drinking this beer. I am moving more though, so that's a good thing. I still like the quote of the German president. It is not the job of a politician to do the popular thing. It's his job to do the right thing and make it popular. Well, I suppose it is. I suppose in that it kind of goes on what I'm saying. He's making it popular by being popular. The only problem is with that statement, you're not going to know it's popular until it started work, until it's actually had an effect, a positive effect, and that could actually take time. Meanwhile, but you've got to get a vote on the basis of it. You've got to try and win people over with something you haven't even tried yet. Sort of speculative. It's like hedging your bets. But it's got to be logical, isn't it? You can't just have these harebrained ideas and schemes and what have you and expect people to fall in line with your ideals. Or your ideas. And you can't just have mad harebrained ideas like Brexit. Just what happened to Brexit? Then we got another harebrained idea. Flipping hell.
Let's get Brexit done.
Did. Absolute flippin' madness. And then what do we get? We got the flippin'...
We got an oven-ready deal. Put it in the microwave.
That's oven ready. Let's bring that to Turkey the day before Christmas. And it is... madness. But people were sucking the spell. I don't understand. People fell for it. They thought it was a good idea, and they voted for it. They voted for the Brexit, and still, no party, well, apart from Liberal Democrats, has actually even really mentioned it. Okay, the Greens are to some extent, but no, Labour isn't. All we get. Well, instead of Alexander Boris Johnson's botched trade deal, the Trading Corporation deal, and blah, 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 we will make a better deal with the European Union. If there was a better deal to be had, the Tories would have got it. It's got nothing to do with anything other than the fact that the single market, what have you, and the rules are the rules, and that's what it is. There's a set of rules you've got to abide by. You can only bend the rules so far. Maybe they can tweak it a little bit with the 2025, and everyone's going to be looking at this trade deal, so hang on, that ain't working. Actually, the EU's probably going to look at it and say, actually, it's pretty good for us. And now we've got a situation with Spain, France, many other countries as well. They're saying, well, enough is enough. I think we've had enough of all these tourists. We've had enough of these immigrants, or so-called expats. We're quite happy to close that lift up the old drawbridge. Many people are. Because they ain't got enough properties for themselves, especially in the more urban areas where basically most of the work is, There ain't enough houses in the EU, many places. Not here, well, I live here, houses everywhere. I mentioned earlier, there's 3 houses here that are currently unoccupied. Actually, there's 4. Just remembered another one. 4 houses are unoccupied within about 150 metres. Because I'm in rural France. Although there's more work here than there was before, ain't it the same kind of had it in the same category as it was, during the war. Yeah, there's a lot more people living here in rural France, in the area I'm in, during the war than there is now. People's habits have changed, all moved to the towns, haven't they? Where the work is. Everything becomes centralised, and I think that is a problem. We would need more devolved control. And this is one of the things I was quite happy to hear. You're off the bed?
Yeah.
What, leave me here on my own? It's Father's Day, and you're leaving me.
You're not my father.
You're just like, the Marcus, I am your father, Marcus.
You're not my father.
I could be with bed. Father Christmas. Santa got stuck in the chimney. No, I really want to try to get long enough. My daughter's coming to visit us, little Grace, 6th of August, and she's going to bring some beads and stuff. And she does all this plaiting, you see, because my little granddaughters are black. They got afro hair, and she plaits about, why did you do my beard? What do you reckon? I'm gonna be like one of the dwarfs on Lord of the Rings. That's what I want, with a long, that's it, a giant ponytail on my chin. Swing it around like that. No, what do you reckon?
Don't forget you've got to show Grace's little fingers.
Oh, I have, haven't I? Oh, she has been shown. Oh, crikey.
Marcus kept on it.
She's a little genius, that girl is. Got a very clever granddaughter. She's been writing poems. She's only 6. Right. I still at the quote of the German president. I tell you what, talking about Germany, and I'm sorry, Scotland. But I have to admit, I was pleasantly surprised how civilised it all was. And to see Scots actually drinking with Germans and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? It's just civilised. It was just nice to see. That's how it should be. I don't know how England's going to be. How do you want to see? But yeah, that was quite nice to see, to be honest. Hello, Alistair. I didn't see you there, my friend. Hope you're well. What's that? Joe Marios was a member of 8 months. Hey, first time I saw you, you were walking in some third world country talking about chips. And I was intrigued. Chips. As in microchips. Or chips. As in fish and chips. And I was intrigued. Been here ever since. That's pretty cool. That is actually really cool. I didn't realise that, Joel. So you're talking about when I was probably in Bogus Town or something like that. Bogus Town. With Graham Hughes. I was on Ginger Island. Yeah, I was on a little island getting eaten by bugs. Yeah, doing all the work that Graham Hughes didn't want to do. Or totally incapable, I must admit. He's useless. He really is useless. I tell you. He got a clue what he's doing. Oh well, never mind. But you know, he has got a nice hat. I like his hat. But yeah, oh crikey, yeah. I was doing videos on a little island, but also Bogus. I was probably on Bogus Town. Now the thing about that trip that really got me a bit, I think I mentioned this before. I have mentioned it before, was the poverty and how it's sort of like it kind of showed me how the West. Because there's a lot of Westerners there, you know, either holding or they've got property there in that area, in the Caribbean. And just take advantage, really, of the native people. As though it's okay. And it didn't feel right. It really didn't feel right. Got nothing. Absolutely nothing. You can't even afford to get their, just going to visit a dentist, they suffer. If it wasn't for Graham actually paid for I forgot his name now. Oh my giddy aunt. Blimey. Anyway, chap who lived on the island. I'll come to me in a minute. Anyway, paid for his for tooth extraction for him. And I was like, oh, something like $60 or something. It wasn't a lot. It's a bit. Was it dollars? It's just a bit sad. I just feel like we're just taking advantage of them. And I mean, they live their lives like this all their life. That's just how it is for them. And when you think about the banana peel, Chiquetto and what have you, pretty much a bunch of tyrants. The cartel, really. Been funded by the banana industry and plantain and what have you. And it's that's pretty horrendous. Actually, Chiquetto's just been fined quite a lot of money because of funding all their ties with mafia. So yeah, I was reading that the other day. But yeah, it's a bit sad. I think it's a bit sad, and I think it's a bit embarrassment actually. But people, they fly around there in their fast sports boats and stuff like that, and skiffs and stuff, racing around like mad things, spending money maybe on the island. And it's not as though the locals or other people supplying the services. It's other Westerners who have got the bars and stuff, you know. They're not even employing the natives, the locals, to do any of the work on the bars or help out and that sort of thing. They just employ them to do skivvy jobs like working on the land and stuff. Jobs that nobody really wants to be doing. I just think it's an embarrassment. It's not something to be proud of, personally. It really isn't. God, that bear is really nice. Got a pick on it. Don't shoot David Cameron. Whatever you do. Well. Hello. You lick a cat up. You go. Nigel helps with my bad knee. Nigel. It doesn't. Nigel. Oh, God's sake. I fell for that one. Nigel, do me no good. Oh, she's back again. Oh, Bobby, you keep an eye on me. Oh, I'm getting frightened, I am. How many years have we been married now, Dan? It was our anniversary yesterday. 31 years married. How many years have we been together? Torture. For you, obviously. 35 years together?
Yeah.
Lie to me. Was it a shotgun wedding? Was it a shotgun wedding? No, it wasn't. Obviously not going to be together for 5 years. And we already had a kid. So, oh, there we come. The way you talked about how people lived and how nice they were, that's what intrigued me. Oh, I like honest people. I wish to. Like I said to you before, I'm not going to lie to people. I've been lied to my life, or I've been lied to all my life from people who I was very close to, and well, not just lied to, ripped off big time. I mean, tens of thousands of pounds from family members. So that's it. No more chances. I'm a bit like an elephant. I've got a long memory with that sort of stuff. I don't give it. Once I've been bitten once, it's twice shy. So that's it for me. If someone hurts me, I say I tried to forgive people before, and it never pans out. Don't they say let me don't change their spots, do they? No. So anyway, they proclaim Labour are just lying to the electorate and think that is a good thing. I think they are. I do, unfortunately.
Smaller in number, are we?
I also think
But
that they
larger
are our
in
only
mind.
chance at the moment. Only chance, only choice for many of us. For me, it's my only choice. I've done what I need to do so far. I've been jumping through hoops. Whether or not the vote goes in quick enough. Somebody said I could do it as proxy, which I could do. There might be time for that. Or I can get the vote sent to an embassy. There might be time for that. If it comes to that, I'm not going to do it. I'm just sod it, you know. No. So if it doesn't work, you know, like the referendum vote, pretty much everyone living here, their vote didn't get in time. Even if they've been living here under the 15-year rule, there was delay after delay after delay. It took ages. Ages. So, that was Monsieur Patrol, he got me hooked. Oh, God, I got me to do some silly things on my woodworking channel, I'll tell you. Crikey. Oh, Monsieur Patrol, he'd be rearing his ugly head again soon. He once got the spiders out of his helmet, and maybe fixed it. I'll come up with something, man. I will be doing something. I haven't actually been in a very good headspace in the last couple of years, so I've been struggling a little bit with that. Mark's biggest fan. Cheers, buddy. Happy torture period anniversary, Caroline. Oh, thanks, friend. Yeah, she has put up with me for quite a long while. I think I'm quite hard work, actually, to be honest, because I'm a bit irritating. I'm a bit stupid. Yeah. When I first met Caroline, her parents, they didn't get me at all. Because my humour was just it was sort of like a bit out there. And they thought I was having a go all the time. It was bizarre. I was just having a laugh, you know. They think I was being serious. No! I was taking the mic. Oh, cheers, buddy. What's happening now? Where's it gone? Oh, here we go. Thank you, Mark's biggest fan. Much appreciated. Oh, chat back. And there we come. Gasper Northern, hi, I hope you're well. It was a bet. Well, we were on the Ginger Island in the Caribbean, in the hammocks, and there was a bet of $100, I think it was, or the euros or pounds, or whatever it was. It was 100 for us to jump in the skinny dip, basically. I'll do it. I don't know things. I'm not shy. Flip it out. Has anyone seen my woodworking channel? I don't give a damn. You know, I'm not worried about things like that. And I'm a short, fat man. I don't care. But Graham's a little bit prudish. Not just a little bit. A great big bit. He's such a prude. Yeah. Oh dear. So yeah, he backed down. I'd have done it. Well, not. You know, you got to show anything, are you? You know, a buttock or so what? Who cares? Graham cried when the bet was going to go into the Caribbean Ocean Commando, yeah. Oh, crikey. Do you know what? You could have actually made it worse. You could have said you got to wear some Speedos. Oh, crikey. That would have really got them going, wouldn't it? Yeah. Which is the least pathogenic party? South Devon Primary selected an anti-Tory... Oh, crikey. An anti-Tory candidate. When I went to the US in the 1990s, I was the only man on the beach wearing Speedos. A lot of women complimented me. Oh, nice package you got there. Oh, dear. Have I got a squeak? I ain't got the squeak anymore. Oh, damn. Oh. Oh, damn, I can't find it. I would have no issues going commando, and it would not be the first time. But no speedos for me. I don't give them a speedos. I actually do not care. I'll wear a flippin' manky. I do not care. No, past caring. I tell you get too long in the tooth. I'm already married. I ain't got. No, hopefully nothing's going to change there. So I'm not trying to win any admirers. If anything, I kind of work at doing the opposite. You know, I like shock. Got to shock people. Yeah. Pork markets. Okay, here it goes.
In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
So Labour would be handed a blank cheque, apparently. Oh, I'll tell you what, let me show you. There it is. Labour would be handed a blank cheque if the current polling were replicated at the election. And Rishi Sunak has said that after Nigel Farage's party overtook the Conservatives for the first time, the Prime Minister said he was still fighting for every vote. Good luck. Every vote after the Gov poll put the Tories in third place. It's a sign. Behind Labour and the Reform UK, dealing a fresh blow to the struggling campaign. Now, will be really interesting when the other polls come out. If they back this up, they're never right anyway, are they? Yeah, they're never really that. Well, they're close sometimes, but they're never right. And speaking to a journalist in Puglia, in Italy, where he was attending that G7 leaders summit, Sunak said, "We're only halfway through the election, right? So I'm still fighting very hard for every vote." So I've been looking at that, can't you? I'll tell you something, talking about flipping privacy and what have you. If I search anything on my computer, it's coming up in Caroline's feed. So I could look on the computer. Oh, I wonder what she would like for her birthday. She'll know. It's getting ridiculous. He says, I've actually been out talking to people, as you're supposed to. And they do understand that the vote for everyone, for anyone who's not the Conservative candidate is just going to vote for Keir Starmer in number 10. Well, if that ain't a carrot, I don't know what is. People are going to be voting for Nigel Farage just for the hell of it. To see. Maybe we could actually, maybe if I vote Green, that might have the same vote. Ah, so if I vote Green, I won't feel guilty. Because apparently it'll be a vote, it'll be half a vote actually, for Labour. Because every vote is really 2 votes if you're going to vote. I do wonder though, why aren't the Tories running on their a Brexit record? Because apparently Brexit is great, according to the Tories. If it's so great, why aren't they using it? Why are they at the top of their campaign? Look at what we did on our radio. Oh, judge us on our record. To see what we've done. Food banks, anyone? Food parcels. Another thing is the Reform Party is full of racists and bigots. I'm sorry, but if you vote for the Reform Party, well then you clearly are a racist and a bigot. Because you're supporting the Reform Party that has a majority of racists and bigots. They just are. There's no getting away from that. They just are. Now, Reform candidate in Kemi Badenoch's let me just show you. I'll be this way. There we go. The new Reform candidate in Kemi Badenoch's constituency is going to withdraw. Ooh, yes, following historic comments endorsing the BNP. Are they the British Nationalists or the National Party? Is it obviously it's SNP? You know, Boris Johnson was like, yeah. Is it Sapaloid? Is it me or is it a dog doing that behind me? Okay, and don't lean on my button. Don't lean on my button. Don't turn my computer off. Over here. Over here. Space over here. That's better. Oh, that's my hand. There, Wally. I've got Pandora again. Oh, blimey, these dogs are... God, I'm surrounded by them. There I go. Right. So. To form candidate, Kerry Badnock's constituency is going to withdraw historic comments endorsing the BNP, but also endorsing Nazism and Hitler, etc. Lovely geezer. Is old Richard Tice going to be stepping down as well for not reprimanding Ben Habib for saying, "Hey, let's drown a few," or words to that effect. Oh, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I do it.
I have a question for everybody.
Obviously, it's a spoof. I hope it is anyway. Right, crazy people. That ain't real, is it? Tell me, please tell me that was a spoof. Please. That can't be real, can it? Oh dear, things are going from bad to worse. Oh, blimey, trying to get down with the kids, that she is. I'm just jealous. I know Portugal has lovely pork dishes. Oh, have they? Okay.
In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
Oh, crikey. They're trying to defend her. So, actually, if you speak to Liz, she's, well, she understands that she made some mistakes and she's the reason, you know, the economy got hit and what have you. And she accepts that. No, she doesn't. No, she does not. She says that she was a victim. Not that pork! You can hire her go, we really do, and no worries, I can take a joke and make one too. Says Joe Marios. Marios. I don't pronounce that. Gorilla can't use AI, it would appear too human. Oh, you give folk like them power, boy. Oh, they will wield it with the power of AI. I'm just jealous. Now, Portugal has lovely pork dishes. Shapeshifter witch, she is. But Farage said that they won't step down any candidates this time. Do you mean tell me he lied? Oh, crikey. He obviously had to. Flippin' hell. What do you say about UKIP? Oh, we've got some idiots in our party. You know. There's some idiots in UKIP, he said. Or something that was that fact, didn't he? He's one of them. The formed candidates have links with Nick Griffin. Oh, God's sake, really? Lovely people. 40 of them. Sometimes, I sometimes say things that make sense for me and no one else. I think I have that problem as well. I say those things and people just look at me with glazed eyes, they do. For a moment, I look like Richie Sunak. And that's dead-eyed, isn't it? Yeah. English is my third language, blimey. Make me feel like a right idiot. I'll get rid of that. Well, this biometric checks are coming into place, and France is not ready. Not ready for the digital bullshit. The app isn't ready. Now, I heard that the app wasn't going to be ready anyway, but the French have managed to get the kiosks in. There's one step, I suppose. But the whole thing has to work together. So, smartphone ES system unlikely to be able to collect the biometric data. Yes, unfortunately, that is the case. Blimey. Delays, delays, and more delays. Smartphone app being developed to help cut the queues. When the EU's new border checks come in this autumn, I believe Portugal's also got some troubles here. This one will not be ready for travel to France until months after the system's launch. An airline industry executive told the Connexion, which is the paper that I'm reading at the moment. That's a French English paper. Subscription based, unfortunately. The EU's new European entry-exit system, digital border checks, are scheduled to finally start in autumn 2024. That's actually the thing about a lot of the French newspapers are actually subscription based. You only get the first little bit. Loads of them like that here. The checks will collect the details of non-EU visitors, dates of entry and exit to and from the Schengen area, in addition to the personal information and biometric details, such as fingerprints and facial scans. So I'm growing the beard. I'm going to grow it over the face. That's what's... Get a new passport photograph while I'm at it. So to avoid a long queues, it is planned that the passengers will be requested to register passports or details, and they answer questions about their trip using self-service kiosks in airports, ports, and the international train station. St Pancras in London, where French checks take place on UK soil. It was also hoped that the smartphone app, still being developed and tested by the European Union, will allow passengers to pre-register certain details in order to speed up the process. In theory, this app should allow passengers to avoid queuing to use the biometric kiosks. Expect you walk through and through, and then you're away. All happy with either a bit of mud in your eye or a bit of a squint and a limp. Well, individual EU states must decide whether or not to adopt it, and will be able to adapt the basic app for their needs. So there's two stages of it. Also, they've got this flipping thing where they're saying they're going to be... Oh, crikey, where was that? They're going to do a lie detector test, which is a bit scary. Where was that? Bad for who? Well, many people are saying also about 50% people who are asked said they'd probably avoid the EU on the basis of the EES for various reasons, from they don't like their personal details being harvested effectively, especially that personal, and also the actual aggravation is going to cause delays and stuff like that. So after being delayed for years, it's this. How many times have been pushed back? 2, 3 times now. Well, it is expected now to come. I think it's on the 6th or 7th of August in this autumn. No, October. Sorry, October, not August. October. And all third countries, but predominantly British citizens, because they're the largest group of tourists, they're going to need to register their arrival and departure from the European Union and Schengen area countries. It's just how it is, isn't it? You know, that's Brexit for you. The UK is now a third country, and no one's really talking about it. Very few people are actually talking about the shithole that the UK is now post-Brexit. The really scary thing is, though, and the thing that is it's frightening, is about children that are suffering now. And Brexit ain't helping. There's less money to go about. Well, I mean, that's Tories, basically. They're caught about most of the problems, haven't they, regarding a lack of, well, social care for a start, lack of food, lack of money for individuals, because the money is just so tight now. Cost of living crisis. Got about 1 million people sleeping on, kids are sleeping on the floor. Got 1,500 odd food bank parcels being handed out last year. Crazy, 2.5 or 3 million, 2.5 million. Anyway, a lot has been handed out to individuals as a whole. It's almost unheard of, and now it's become a norm. It's nuts. But Britain, you know, so-called 5th, 6th, whatever it is, largest economy, knocked off its pedestal by India. So now, many Brits are still they're very uncertain about the system. It's made people nervous. And I understand that, 'cause that'd make me nervous. I thought, well, how's I got to do now? Kind of thing. Oh, there's another aggravation. And so I've got to follow up this, obviously, this travel information and what have you, and authorization system, the ETIAS system as well. And that's due mid next year, 2025. And it's just whether or not the whole thing is actually even going to work properly. We're talking about a huge amount of data being shared across systems. Massive amount of data, you know? And if something like has a bit of a glitch, a bit of a headache, well, then the whole thing could pretty much not fall over, but, you know, it could be slowed up. Because one's got to talk to the other. If the other ain't working properly, that was not going to work properly. It's like having a square wheel on a Ferrari. And APTA, the Travel Trade Association, has already published tips and advice for planning and booking a holiday. Bear in mind the ETIAS system. All they can really say is whether or not, you know, what you could need to do, whether it's where you go and stuff like that. But the actual sites aren't operating yet anyway, so they're not live. Brexit, the gift that keeps on taking. Well, it's quite important though, in many ways, because you've got to think about this as well, haven't you? The planning a year out to explore Europe with 90-day rule. Well, you ain't gonna do it, are you? No. And it's like to catch you out. Unfortunately, it's getting a bit bigger, so you can see it. Like to catch you out. So 180 days, that's the rule, isn't it? It's a rolling thing as well, so it keeps resetting itself as you work your way through your days. And that applies in 25 out of the 27 EU countries, as well as Iceland, Liechtenstein, Norway, and Switzerland in the Schengen area. Now, it might feel like that leaves little time to explore the continent. In 90 days, it's not a lot of time, is it? Not have a proper flipping, you know, look, experience and all that. It's not exactly backpacking, is it? Can't do that anymore. Brexit, boy, not about visas. You're going to need a shitload of visas. So you can break up your stay so you remain on the right side of Europe's 90 and 180 day rules. You have to keep your backs and forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. That's not a tour, is it, really? Not unless it's continuous. You know, there's a series of mini tours. And then you've got to think, as Albania, it's not a Schengen country, no. Meaning that non-EU nationals, including Brits, can spend 90 days there without it counting towards the wider 90-day rule. Now, Albania is rising as a hot destination for tourists in Europe thanks to its beautiful beaches, mountains, affordable cost of living, and welcoming locals. You wait when they've been overrun with them, just like Spain. They'll turn just like all of them. Vlora on the Adriatic coast has the best beaches, large promenades, great restaurants, and cafes, says one user on the Reddit forum. For longer stays, the apartments are cheap, super cheap for rent, and the cost of living is incredible. That was very cheap, they add. Yeah, pretty much means that the locals don't get anything. They've been screwed. So yeah, they'll be over tourisized. Is that a word? And then us Brits end up being ostracised. So much sizing going on here. Further north, travellers rave about the stunning Kamali Lake ferry journey, which transports you between the towns of Komen and Furs, between Albanian Alps, and is part of the famed Valbona Theft hike. So basically, they say, well, don't do it in Schengen. Yeah, go to Albania instead. Cyprus Island, Turkey. Europe's best non-Schengen countries for you to use. Yeah, but what if you want to go to Spain? Well, then that's in the Schengen, isn't it? So, there you go. I hope you didn't get burned. We're sitting in the oven with your lunch, Joel says. Oh, you the catalogue. Okay. There we come. I missed. Once you pop, you cannot stop. What, you're now Pringles? We were without a government until March, but it's getting done. Oh dear. lighting up the lettuce, riding on a Ferris Harry. What? Lighting up the lettuce, riding on the Ferris, Harry Belafonte, and the Muppet Folk, etc. Reasons to be cheerful. Oh, right, the Ferris wheel. Oh, 'cause I got a Ferris lawnmower. I'm a bad rash. It's called Brexit. Crikey. Drives you flipping insane, doesn't it? I'm so surprised that France is so far behind. Here they have installed the kiosks 3 years ago to meet the original timeline. Yep. Well, they've installed all the kiosks here as well. It isn't the kiosks the problem, it's the app. And who's developing the app? It's too slow. It's too slow. Yeah, maybe they used the wrong database. The wrong Excel. Have they used the wrong Excel, do you reckon? Can you remember that? Logging the COVID. It was like 40-odd thousand entries that was allowed or something stupid. How much did that cost? Thank old Dido hard on for that. I don't want to know what this hides in her curtains. Oh, I wonder. Once bitten, twice shy. Over touristificated. That's a new word. Touristificated. Kuzlan oligarchs and those hiding from the conscription have taken over Albania. That's what I hear. Crikey. Flipping out, these flip mafia, they're everywhere. Labour need to do something about people who got into debt, gambling in the food and energy consumption markets. 37 billion all died hard. Oh, cry, what a flipping.
They're now British fish, and they're better and happier fish for
That's
it.
the wrong button. I'll try some uplifting instead.
I think it's rather uplifting.
Yes, so we've all been taken for a flipper ride, haven't we? Big time. By these Tories, well, I would say we take for a ride by Brexit because, quite frankly, I didn't vote for it. No, not for the Brexit. Many people did, though, unfortunately. Now, many Brits are saying they're going to... Well, actually, they're actually cancelling holidays. Let me show you. Apparently so. Spain have cancelled their holidays and are planning to boycott the European Union. Oh dear, what a shame. I'm sure they are very upset. Okay, this isn't Birmingham Live, but they basically swipe other people's articles. So, Spain holidaymakers have cancelled their holidays and planning to boycott the European Union, a holiday hotspot over rising and growing anti-tourist sentiment. Feelings against tourists, generally Brits. Protests have ramped up across the Balearics and the Canary Islands in recent weeks and months. Responding to the demonstrations on the Facebook, a Brit sniped. Notably, the Spanish aren't slow in taking holidaymakers' money, though. Ooh. They want their money. Yeah, the German car makers will save us. A second said, all UK travel agents should cancel holidays to Spain, Mallorca and Tenerife due to the non-friendly actions against their clients and possible court cases. Ooh. Oh. Protests are driven by eco-warriors. That's bollocks. Never thought. I presume British people would not want foreign tourists to believe just stop oil protesters. Or a third wrote, another said, go to Turkey, it's very hot in August. Cheap to eat and drink at very good value. We've been several times and have never had a bad time, and the locals are friendly to you. It'll happen. We went out for a meal one evening, and after we'd finished, we had coffee and asked for a brandy with it. And they didn't have brandy, and they sent out somebody extra special. And he came back with a bottle of brandy and gave us a glass each on the house. Give it a go. You won't be disappointed. What free brandy? So going to Tenerife next Saturday, and we'll spend our money locally. What, in Tenerife? Yeah. And we have no control over wages, housing, and building of hotels and accommodation. Ask locals who have either sold or rented their homes and other roads. The French don't spend like the Brits on holiday. The Spanish take thousands, also the Japanese take thousands of photos, but don't buy anything. The Germans and Scandinavians spend well almost the same as the British, but the Spanish economy will notice a real drop in income if they upset their main source of tourism. Another said. Oh, hang on, have they missed something here? I thought the actual governments are there to serve the people, not the tourists. Seems like folk like to bite the hand that feed them. Oh, crikey, you listen to us like they're saying that Spain hasn't got any industry whatsoever. I wonder where their oranges are coming from. And their olives. Etc, etc. UK has got nothing. We make very little now in the UK. We import too much because we've allowed it to happen, and we're never going to be able to go back. So we're never going. Well, if we did have that policy to promote native manufacturing, well then it will take decades, absolute decades, to undo the mess that has been created. It's just arrogance of all. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, like we're obviously better than you. We've got all the money. Yeah. If you don't want to be nice and have our money, we'll go somewhere else and spend it over there. Oh, dear me. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? So, okay, this was blimey. The guy who had to step down is him. My God. Yes, Reform UK candidate to resign over the BNP support. Grant St Clair Armstrong is standing in Kemi Badnoch's constituency. Well, yeah, I'd put him on my I don't know, my dartboard or something like that. I don't know. That face, it's a face to hate. That one is. Well, Pandora. What do you want, my girl? Do you want more treats? I can't keep giving you treats. Or do you need to talk? Do you want wee-wee? Wee-wee? No? She wants treats. So, the UK's struggling to actually export goods at the moment into the EU. One in particular is UK clothing. Why would you buy it? We actually buy a lot of our clothes here in France. And it's so easy to find because there's big stickers that says Fabricant en France. It's just easy. There's lots of stuff. There's not much difference in price either to a lot of the imported stuff. Now, we do have a Primark here in, I think it's in Bordeaux. But we wouldn't buy anything from that place anyway. It doesn't last, doesn't wash. No, it's just, the t-shirts are like being cut out of tubes. Travelling in tubes. So yeah, small, medium-sized firms are badly hit by a huge, this is Brexit for you, a huge drop or slide in all non-food exports, 18%. Clothing sales to the EU plummet as Brexit red tape deters exporters. Now, Pandora, what do you need? I'm not going to constantly give her treats. No. You're fat like me. Do we? It's like what? No. Go like that, somebody. Go like that. We can't keep having treats. Do it bear.
Smaller in number, are we?
No, she's not
but
bear,
larger in mind.
Oh, but I mean, what did I just see? George, did they know how to identify a counterfeit a brandy? Or how do you identify a counterfeit a brandy, George? Hey? Did they know how to identify counterfeit brandy? Oh, crikey. I've had all sorts of stuff like that in the past. £3 a bottle. It's not great. Yeah. Mad Monk says all shorts is reward 2 hectares of land. We are. And we were out there today. Oh, Caroline was clearing the trees. I was planting more trees. Also, I was having to cut some more grass. It's been an absolute nightmare grass at the moment. That machine. I need another machine. I need a topper desperately. But you know how it is. It costs money, doesn't it? But yeah, anyway, we're rewilding, and if you want a tree, there is a link down below where basically you can contribute towards a tree, and I'll plant a tree on your behalf here in France. But also we'll put a sign with the tree, and I've got lasers. Yes, lasers. You know, lasers. But actually, what the hell's that? Police tried to stop an escaped cow by ramming it with a car. What? What? What the hell?
Got him!
He's running.
What the fuck?
What the fuck was that? Got him!
Blimey, he just rammed a flipping cow. Who does something like that? It's a blooming cow. Docile creatures. Unless you've got a bull, of course. Sort of fucking... somebody to ram him. Bastard. Sorry. Yeah. Rewilding. And yes, there's cows next door as well, and they don't get rammed. Okay? Why did a police officer think that was a good idea? This was in Feltham, West London. Disgusting people. It was a calf. Yeah, okay, that's a calf. It's a small cow. It's a baby cow, a calf. But still, it's a vash. It's friggin' lasers! Yes. Mini-me, stop humming the laser! Oh dear. Mad cows of London, yes. There's plenty of them, but that was a real cow. Poor thing. Gammon! Yeah, a Turkish bloke went out to the alley and peed in the bowl. What? A Turkish bloke went out to the alley and peed in the bottle. And presto, fresh brandy. Lovely. Yum yum. Always my favourite. Oh, just saying, hope you're well. In the United States, it's very common for businesses to go to other states for lower or zero taxes. And the Midwest United States, they don't even realise who are the culprits, and it's maddening. Primark. Yes, Primark, where all those whose self-respect has gone. I think the only justification for it would be for kids' clothes. Because they grow out of it. If you've got no one, then again, you always hand down to someone else, can't you? They don't last, don't wash. It's pointless. I want that. I think they probably saw the sexy underwear for children as well. What the hell's that about? For like 5 or 6-year-olds. It's a bit bizarre. So what it does though, it's all kind of person would buy it. That's a real scary thing. British goods are dead around here. Even whiskey is rarer every day. That's a bit sad. It's not Scots. Scots didn't do it. They didn't vote for the Brexit. But it's getting harder and harder. Tariffs and what have you to get out. Oh, talk about whiskey. Sorry, it's not Scotch. That was a present for my son. Yes. Some Japanese whiskey. It's actually really nice. I do like it. It reminds me a bit like a Maker's Mark. It's got almost a bit like a sour mash, but it's got a bit of a bite. Odin's beard. I don't. What do you reckon? I'm sure if I the thing is, I've got a round head. I've got a big nugget. All right, I'm about 59 to 60 centimetre head. I've got. All right, swelling. That's what it's swollen. Inflammation. It's got not inflammation, inflammation, and it's yeah. So if I elongate my head, it wouldn't look quite so big, will it? I'm just Put it out there. What do you reckon? Yes, we're doing rewilding. But sort of, how to put it, a tidy rewilding. The first stages of it, we've got to actually try and manage it. Otherwise, it'll just take over. And we want to make sure that some of the varieties of trees don't get dominated by like acacia and stuff like that. 'Cause there's a lot of acacia around here, you see. I mean, like the wild native acacia, and it's quite invasive. So if you just left it alone, that's what you get. You just get acacia. You won't get no oaks. You won't get hardly anything else. Just acacia. Well, yeah, calf definitely does make it worse. It's a living creature, you know. And also, somebody owns it as well. You know, you don't get wild cows generally, do you? I didn't believe that cow story, but now I've seen it. It's just horrible. You're right, George. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. What kind of people? What's happening with people these days, eh? And the police force. Who in the right mind think that's a good idea? Is this another case of the Tory party with their extra 22,000 police officers, untrained? Well, they got about 6 weeks training or something stupid. Something ridiculously amount of training. It's terrible. Thai whiskey, Hong Tong. Delicious. It's only £2 a bottle. Oh my giddy on. Lucky bugger. Yeah. The thing is here, actually, there isn't a lot of tariff on alcohol in France. You know, especially wine. Wine's ridiculously cheap. It's cheaper than Coca-Cola. Hello, number 3. I hope you're well. Your head had to swell to contain all that knowledge. I don't know. There's much up there, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what it is. I've got a big jumble of information. I have got a shitload of information in my head, but none of it collates. It's all like mixed up. It's jumbled. I actually really struggle to focus. You probably notice it sometimes, actually. I struggle to focus on things more now than I ever did before. I used to be really on point. These days, I'm just all over the place. I really am. And I'm now I know about fibromyalgia. Now I know about that. It kind of put all my ducks in a row, so to speak. You know, it makes sense now. It's quite handy when you just put a name to something, you know, even though it's quite hard to actually diagnose. But yeah, it gets you. It does. It catches you out. It really does. I've been quite lucky today that I've actually had very little pain today, so that's been good. Alcohol in Finland went up again. The taxes are ridiculous in Finland. But you got democracy in Finland. Democracy. Unlike our crappy democracy. And Nigel Farage becomes the next Prime Minister. What democracy we got then? We've got a company. Oh dear. No animal control in the UK, I see. Nope. I don't think we've got no people control. We've got no police control of the police. That's why we're supposed to have a constitution. Why haven't we got a constitution? Thou shall not drive into cows and calves. Just Brexiters and gammons. But not the big kind. No. No, not that kind. No. We need a constitution. We do. Even France has got a constitution. And although Macron's struggling to get things through and what have you, at least he did get through the women's rights, as in the sense of abortions. It's written into the constitution in France now. Which is quite surprised he managed to do that, considering the right are very pro-life, so-called pro-life. It ain't pro-life, really, is it? But what life is it, you know, for somebody who's going to have to give birth to somebody who impregnated them while they're raping them? Lovely people. How's that pro-life? I tried to contribute, but no matter how many times I tried to change my password years ago on Phil's channel, I was able to contribute, although I quickly realised Phil wasn't interested in my input. Oh, I see. Phil Morehouse, he's good at what he does. I suppose he deserves it, and that he's worked hard at it. He's good at what he does, I suppose. He's got an opinion. There's a different bias. It's his bias. But he is earning a lot of money. He's earning over 10, 12 grand a month. He's earning a hell of a lot. And that's just from this channel. not including Patreon or anything else he does, but from his actual channel itself. So yeah, he's doing all right. Don't worry about Phil. He don't need no money. He's got enough. He get enough on his views, let alone obviously super chats and stuff like that. He ain't got to worry about Phil. There we go. There we come. To chat again. Seriously, hitting a cow with a car has to be one of the dumbest things ever. Here, could shoot the animal in case of extreme danger, but they call animal control and deal with it. Okay. It's a cow. You know? Cows are docile. Unless you frighten the thing, you can control a cow. Flipping hell, the farmers around there, they have them going in, 2x2s coming down the road, you know? Someone owns that cow. That cow ain't gonna be that far away. Yeah, the owners of that cow ain't gonna be that far away. If you just leave the cow alone, it's not even gonna do anything. You know, I'll just meander unless you spook it. You know, just lure it. That's all you got to do. You see the bucket. You don't even need anything in the bucket. It's a bucket. That's all you need. I'll follow you if you've got a bucket in your hand. Phil blocks paying members. Blimey, really? That's not very on, is it? He's only interested in an echo chamber. He does have a bit of an opinion. I've had a few run-ins with him. Yeah. Oh, is he a grifter? I don't know if he's really a grifter. It's just how it pans out. He just believes in himself too much, I think. Yeah, I have heard that before as well. Curry Library. It's a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a shame. I think what happens, I think too many people look up to Phil, and it's gone to his head. I get shared so many videos from. I never watch them. I never watch any Phil's videos, not anymore. And too many people just suck up to him, and they think he's like the Messiah. Phil is not the Messiah. No, there you go. I'm not a fan, but you know. I don't have to deal with him, so I'm not worried. I am on a group chat with him and a whole load of others, and Super Tan, Skin, various others. But no, I don't engage that much. It got a bit annoying anyway because you're just getting so many flipping little notifications. But now you know you got a lot of people in a group chat, and it's just like it gets so irritating. So I just turned it off. Right. Anyway, where was I? Phil's teaching background makes it difficult for him to change his opinion based on voices from the peanut gallery. Quite possibly. Yeah, quite possibly. Sounds cheap as chips. Cheap as, I love that phrase. Cheap as chips, if you ask me. And he helps Grim out. Graham. The Grim. He does help Graham out, yeah. Yeah, but he I don't know. If you believe in him, that's fine, you know. I'm not a fan. That's because I had a few run-ins with him. I don't like it that much. So anyway, lawyers are representing the asylum seekers after they've been allowed out. Yes, they were contained. Contained. So lawyers representing the asylum seekers who were detained by by the Tories. They're going to be sent to Rwanda. Now, 79 of them have been released. Scores of asylum seekers were taken into detention late April. After Rishi Sunak said that the flights would leave in the first weeks of July. Well, they know they're not going to be in government. They know that. Not my problem. Let them out! Scoop them all up again. The scores of asylum seekers were taken into detention from late April after Rishi Sunak said that flights would leave in the first weeks in July. The confirmation of the bailing of dozens of detainees comes after government lawyers told the High Court that there would be no flight between the 24th of July at the earliest. The Home Office has never confirmed the numbers held in detention and said it would not provide a running commentary on the Rwanda operation. how much money is being wasted. Nearly $500 million is wasted on this. I remember doing a video waiting for that flip. Yeah, I do it live. Waiting for that bloody plane to take off. And it didn't. All these things, they all collect, they just compound the people's view of the Tory party and the fact that they're a train wreck. And they just literally just horrendous. Okay, all right. So that's going to happen. But also, they now have the ability to take them to court, the government to court, apparently, for prolonged, unnecessary, and prolonged detention. So yes, solicitors have said that the detrimental impact unnecessary and prolonged detention has had on its clients and is yet to be fully assessed. The extent to which taxpayers' money has been wasted by detaining people in this way around the time that the local elections for what appears to be a political game. When removal was not imminent, it needs to be calculated, the company said. Yes, a second law firm, Wilson's, has told the BBC News that 50 of its clients who had been similarly detained under Operation Vector, the Home Office's plan to prepare Rwanda's flights has also been released. The bail for the immigration detainees legal charity says that 40 of its clients have either been bailed to the courts or were released by the Home Office to return to accommodation. The immigration removal and deportation rules say that ministers can only hold people in removal centres if there is a realistic prospect that they will be on a flight within a reasonable time frame. Well, there's nothing reasonable about that. Now, judges are now managing about a dozen significant legal challenges to the Prime Minister's Rwanda plan at the High Court, and has ruled that the United Nations Refugee Agency should provide expert evidence about the alleged ongoing abuses in the country. Although the future of the policy is uncertain, the courts must work on the basis that flights could take off until the minister tells them otherwise. So, it's a shock. It really is. It's just what a waste of money, and also what a way to treat people, you know. Oh, Kuwait, I came with good news. El Nino effect has now gone from record strength to neutral. Oh, excellent. So summer should be getting warmer and drier. Normally, with the effect, we will get more. Normally, with the effect, we get more rain, sort of July and in February. Yeah, because we have had a lot of rain, haven't we? Really have. No, that is good news because maybe we can get on. It just stops play. I've got 2 roofs I've got to do some work on as well. They need sorting out, and the roof over my workshop. Horrendous. Bill Silver. I wonder what Labour will do with the barge. They might still use it. They've said they would actually, haven't they? The Bibby Stockholm. Crikey, what did one person commit to kill themselves on there? She is doing the media rounds. Oh, God, who's she? Is that bloody big barge still a thing? Yes, still there. Still being used. Kigali, Rwanda is really nice. I'm sure it is. The crazy thing is, there was Sorella Braverman standing there like it was flipping Auschwitz or whatever, you know, how wonderful it all was down at Rwanda. Saying they're building all these buildings for the Rwanda deal. When it came down to it, they were building them anyway. They were building them before any concept of the Rwanda plan. That was just a lie. But meanwhile, we have good old Nigel Farage. Yeah. You know, Nigel. Remember old Nigel Farage? You love the old geezer, isn't he? Yeah. Lovely. There he is, yeah. Reform UK now has 50,000 members. Times that by 25 quid a pop for his limited company that he owns majority shares for. He says, something's happening out there, he says. Okay, that's quite a lot of money, isn't it? 50,000 members. So how many? Oh, correct. What'd that be? 25 quid a pop. Oh, okay, okay, that'll be this way. Actually, I could probably do it in my head. Actually, 50,000 members. Right, so we've got 50k. Times 25. Oh, God, I need some light on the calculator. Crikey. Is that about 2 million or something? Quite a bit of money. Was it 50,000 members at 25 quid a pop? What does that work out? Well, you times it by 100, couldn't you? Then divide it by 4. So 5 million divided by 4. 35. No, I mean Frogman. Nope. Tories have a majority before the 2019 election, and Labour could have stopped it, but didn't. Labour and Conservatives had 200k to 1 million members, so it's well short. Yeah, no, but you know, party ain't very old, is it? A lot of those members for, say, for instance, Labour Conservatives are going to be recurring members. These are the amount of members he's got in a very short period of time. Many of those members are going to be from, well, recent. After what happened. God's sake. Oh dear. Yeah, so it's a bit of a quarter of what 200k to 1 million, blimey. It's a lot of members though. Still a lot. All paying their dues. The left has a purity problem. What, are they naked or something? No, okay. Expecting imperfect beings to be one the correct side of everything, and when it gets pointed out, they messed up, they lose support, whereas the right can do no wrong. Yeah, the thing about the left, I just like the right, you know, you've got the far left, you've got the right left, haven't you? Just like on the right, you've got the far right and the right, and you've got centre. You know, there's different degrees of everything, and there might be some things you agree with on the far left, and there might be some things you agree on the far right, even if you're in the centre. You know, there might be some things there. It's a bit of a mixed bag, really. Labour still weren't in power, so couldn't grant a general election. Nope. They are reform customers, not members. Good one. Yes, that is a very good point, M. Carpenter. They are customers. Yes, customers of Nigel Farage's limited company. So they haven't actually donated to the cause. They have donated to Nigel Farage. Literally. At least half of it, anyway. It's got a majority shareholding. How many members does Mick Lynch represent? Oh my giddy aunt. Now, although I quite like Mick Lynch, I do not like his views on Brexit. They're just arrogant and they are not accurate. He's going for the old Jeremy Corbyn line. What about we've got plenty of nationalised companies here in France? Daft. Not the best source, but party current membership for Labour 366,604. So show you, there you go, 604,000, and Conservatives 172,437,000, and Liberal Democrats 90-odd thousand. It's a lot of people, isn't it? But what are the fees for each of those? That's the other thing. What is the membership fee? Isn't it quite a bit? Isn't it quite low on Labour? And members have access to the Frogtage, Frogtage and Dirty Dice OnlyFans. Oh, I'm a member, by the way. Yeah. Oh, crikey, that could be absolutely awful. Do you know why? Who wants to join Nigel Farage's OnlyFans?
Nigel's a model, you know what I mean, and he does his little turn on the catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah, he does his little turn on the catwalk. Get him off, Nigel. I'm too sexy for my cat, too sexy for my cat. Poor pussy cat. Oh, too sexy for my love, love's going to leave me.
But new.
Painful. Here's phone. Okay. Back to chat. Sorry for that vision, folks. It's Nigel Vision. Frog face vision. You asked for it, yeah. Benny Kershaw. Hello, Benny. Well, the RMT have about 81,000 members. That's not many considering it's a trade union for the railway networks. I suppose it's only going to be the workers, isn't it, after all? And they're from 2001. Joel says, I'm a sarcastic bee, that I am, yeah. We know. Wait, the cat just threw up. Oh, has Labour been in a position to criticise? Well, we'll see, won't we? We have to judge them on their actions, you know. Just like Richie Sunak, you know. Integrity and all that, you know. I'm just hoping they're going to surprise us. I'm hoping that they're just done a load of lies and this, that and the other. For the view that, just to get into power and decimate the Tories just so they can do the right thing. I hope. I've got my doubts. I really have got my doubts. I'm not keen. But, you know, what choice have we got? So with this system that we've got, it's a foregone conclusion, isn't it, you know? We have a first past post two-party system. It's no proportional representation. Not even a Mancini to be seen anywhere. No. No more. I don't have no habit. My views are horrendous. The channel's buggered. Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know why I carry on with it. I suppose it's because you guys and girls and the people who've been supporting me. But I do find it a bit depressing. I really do. Not just for like, obviously about news and stuff like that, what's going on, but when you keep watching it and you're just treading water. Not growing at all. I had 1,000 subscribers last month purely on my woodworking channel. Last month. And I'm barely getting anything on this channel. But you know, it's been stagnant for ages. And it's demoralised. It really is demoralised because I have put a lot of effort into this. I really have, and I've learned a huge amount. I've made mistakes, though. And I think it boils down to what I did regarding when I got these strikes. I had too many strikes, and I think it's going to take a very long time to turn the channel around. And also, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I know that. You know? It might be okay on the woodworking channel, but on the politics, definitely not. You know, some people are a bit straight-laced, aren't they? Can't worry about it, you know. I was worried about it, and it's got to a point now. If it comes to it, I'll just stop. I will. I'll just have to stop because I can't. The problem for me is that I'm burning out, and I've got to put my energy where I think it's going to grow. And this isn't growing, so it might come to that. Well, I have to give up. I don't know. We'll see. At the moment, I'll keep plodding on. If I find that I'm getting squeezed too much, I can't keep up with it. I'll just have to stop. You'll just have to catch me on the Volleyball or something like that, you know, or one of the other channels that are growing. We'll see. We'll see what pans say. If they reduce what 5 kicks to nuts, 3 kicks to what to the nuts? What? What's going on there? What have I missed? Yeah, but you might have a point there. It might be a reason why. It's Nigel Farage's fault. Taking his shirt off. Oh, drive by, like, drop chairs, buddy. Need to catch up to it. Take care, Derek. Thank you, matey. And love to Scotland. Show us your tools instead. Excuse me? Oh, them tools, yeah. I have got plenty of tools, as you probably already know, Kool-Aid. And I use pretty much all of them. I have more people watching. I've only got like 46 people watching. That isn't many on this channel. It's usually about between 40 and 60-ish. Unless I do a clickbaity head title like Rishi Sunak steps down or something stupid like that. But then I have quite a few people watching then. Yeah. You do what you can, all shorts. Your well-being is above all. In any case, yeah, I get that. Well, but obviously my well-being's buggered anyway. So I kind of bugged. My body's buggered. Everything's buggered, and also my head's buggered. So I'm just buggered, really. You know it is. I'm buggered. If I don't enjoy it, I'm going to stop. Pretty much, because it's it's two ways to look at that. One way is obviously the fact that I want to see growth, and if I'm not seeing growth, then I'm in my, like someone said earlier about my own little fishbowl, like Phil, and my own little echo chamber, and it's not going to grow like that, is it? Toblerone, right, said Fred. Oh, it's different, right, said Fred. Brexit is done. Not much point in banging on about it. It's not done. Who says Brexit's done? Brexit ain't done. Brexit's going to keep biting at the UK again and again and again. Just because people don't want to talk about it anymore. Just because no one else is talking about it. It is not done. It's nowhere near done. Euro clearing? ETIS, ES. But why don't you just start doing import checks? We've got lorry drivers in the EU saying they're not going to be travelling to the UK. They do not want to be sitting there for 20 hours in a car park, waiting for their consignment to be authorised. So it isn't done. People need to be reminded. Otherwise, we just have the same old situation. They accept that's it now and give up. How's tree planting going? It's going quite well, actually. We've got I put a few more trees into that. Actually, I replaced trees today. Ones that I either damaged from machine, cut the grass in the long grass, cutting the grass that was extremely long, and accidentally cut a couple of little saplings as well, unfortunately. So I've replaced them today. Got a couple of signs. I've got well, actually, I'm going to be remaking a lot of the signs anyway. Going to be redoing a load with the laser, so they're more practical. One of the problems I'm having with the signs on the stakes in the ground is you can't, when the grass grows up around them, you can't see them. And you knock them with ferrous constantly, with the lawnmower. Yeah, there you go. They're dead, Fred. Oh, the great old Bernard Cribbins. You don't dig it like that, you dig it like this. It's round when it should be, or square when it should be round or something, or it's round when it should be square. Bernard Cribbins. I tried to use that music so many times in some of my videos but when I was editing. I can't do it because it's heavily copyrighted. And they wouldn't even let you use it. So, it's a bit of a shame, but yeah. Also, what now? Right, said Fred, what we're going to do then? And what's that? Take off the handles, all the things that held the candles. It did no good, well, I never thought it would. Oh, Bernard Cribbins, oh, blimey. Yeah, I do love Bernard Cribbins. Brexit is the gift that keeps on taking, it does. And it's going to carry on taking. But the UK being out of the EU is the status quo now. That is it is a status quo, unless somebody decides to put the hat in the ring and say, hang on, we want to see what we do to get closer to the EU. End of the day, it's our nearest trading partner. Why wouldn't you want to be closer to it? It doesn't make any sense. Do you try to send stuff further afield? Our goods are down. Like I said a minute ago about the clothing, it's UK clothing sales to the EU plummeted. It's not just clothing, there's all sorts of goods, food, everything has been scuppered because of flipping Brexit. Our position in the world. But we're no longer standing side by side with other European nations regarding the threat from Vladimir Putin. It's all done on the sideline with a G7 or something like that, It's just, it's not the same, is it? We're losing power. And now we're getting this, How Britain has become a food bank nation. So in the first instalment of the special series of emblems of the Tory Britain, and the former Prime Minister Gordon Brown looks at the avoidable epidemic of hunger. which is getting worse. Now, I think it's a bit unfair on Gordon Brown, to be fair. He wasn't there for very long, and also he's the one who managed to save the flippin' day regarding the banking, what he did in the banking sector. So indeed, a child fails to turn up at school because she and her mother are sharing her family's one and only pair of shoes. We've got teachers putting their hands in their own pockets to clothe kids and also feed them. How is this right? This is under the Tory party. This is under Brexit. This is under the fact that people got less money. Everything is costing more. Yes, you could argue that our GDP hasn't really changed much, but the profit in it has shrunk. There's less tax take now than there ever was before Brexit. Less money in the money that we make, because the cost of making that money is now higher. Ask Craigie Allen, what's his name, from the Pizza Institute. Adam, or was it Adam? Oh, I can't remember his name now. I should remember it. So, the thing is, this all leads to bullying in schools and all sorts of nasty stuff, you know. And kids get depressed, and they end up, in some cases, taking their own lives over, don't they, you know? If we want to obviously stop that kind of thing, but also reduce levels of crime in the UK, well, then we need to be looking at rebuilding people's lives, or their prospects, their hopes, their desires, their wants. You know, in other words, they need to be able to see that there is light there. There is something there for them to grasp, them to reach out for. Is it worth me getting this for education? Is there something at the end of it? You know? Richie Sunak to stand there and telling us all that is all, you know, it's just mediocre, well, what's the phrase again? I forgot now. Sort of mediocre courses and what have you. And it sickens me, because you could argue the same with my course. Okay, I did do photography, but I did a photographic degree, MA, a BA and MA. It's what it did do, it changed the way I think, the way that you look at stuff, the way you analyse stuff. Critical thinking, you know, lateral thinking, semiotics, iconics, etc. It makes you look at stuff differently, opens your mind. It's really important if you want to progress as a person and also progress as in the world, and whatever line you take, to have that grounding, that basis, whether it's the same topic that you're actually going into. It is it's so important. I personally, I feel it really changed the way I looked at things, including politically, including how I looked at people, and how I saw people as people. You know, it just changed it, because it opened my eyes to lots of different things, and that's probably why the Tories don't want you to do it. Probably why they just want you to be controlled. They don't want you going to university and opening your minds to the tyranny that we've been placed under. So, but Richie Sunak did go without a lot of things, including Sky TV as a child. So, it's just, these people are so disconnected from reality. It's just ridiculous, you know. Oh, I just find it painful. I really do find it painful. It's just absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? Become. What have I missed? What have I missed? Joe left it. I've been calling out the unraveling kingdom for a reason. It is unraveling, unfortunately, and lots of people quite tax the rich. So Sir Larry the Cat, yes. I don't think this is the case of tax the rich. I think we need to get the rich to spend their money. That's what we've got to do. Instead of hoarding it in some offshore account somewhere, we need a way of actually making them to spend the money in the country, preferably on UK businesses. Get that money circulating. And then you could argue a trickle-down economy could work. But no, what happens? It goes up and out. You know? It's just... Does anyone see this? What's going on? The country's been bled dry. Actually, I'll tell you what's happening. It's coming down from Scotland, all right? It's going in a little circle around Westminster, going out to a few little people around Westminster, maybe I don't know, this social fund or what have you, for universal credit or whatever. And then it's going back into the system, okay, for payments and subscriptions to large corporations. So it's going back up again, not down, back up again. And then it's going out, abroad, to some offshore account or into some other fund. Some hedge fund or something, you know? We need to get the rich to spend their money. That's what we've got to do. In the country. Make them spend it. Make it worth their while to spend it. Tax them if they don't. Give them tax relief on spending more money. And then the economy, you know, the way I see it is the economy will then work. It'll then move. But just hoarding money just sits there and does nothing other than just, oh, look at what money I've got. Oh, you know? What is money? It's a tool to exchange for something else. Let me look at something else. Like, I don't know. Oh, look at that. I have a new bathroom fitted. You know? Oh, look at my new aeroplane or whatever it might be. You know, you would hope that the money is going to be spent in the country. It's not going to do much just sitting in the flipping bank somewhere in the Cayman Islands, is it? Okay, context, don't we well? Had to decline ordering a book in Britain. Shipping was 90% of the original price, and customs were 40% on the total. But I just had a bill from FedEx, right? It was only a tenner, but it was a bill. Actually, I might have it here. There we go. I got a bill for 10 euros. Yeah, 10 euros, all right. For something that was sent to me, a laser. Yeah, a small 300 by 310mm laser. Laser engraving and what have you. My third laser. And I've been sent this bill from FedEx for delivery. And it's come from China. So that's obviously third country. It's annoying. Tax the rich. And also consider the UK said it was applicating some of the innovations and mechanisms other EU countries were applying. And it wasn't. UK government lied. Yeah, again. They keep on lying to us time and time again. And people suck it up. Well, actually, they're not now, are they? They're looking for alternatives, and one of them is reform. In some ways, I'd like to see them be the opposition. I would. So let's say, for instance, okay, I don't think that this time we're going to see the Reform Party get any seats. They might get one, and that'd be it. UKIP had one, didn't they, you know? Although he kept moving from the Tories. Anyway. And, so they might have one seat. But that'd be it. But who will be the opposition? Will the Tories have enough seats, or are they going to be lower than the Liberal Democrats? Is it possible that the Liberal Democrats could be the opposition party? A small opposition party, but could be the opposition party. Who knows? We'll see. George Dawes, there's on in Barnard Castle. Does catwalk evenings. Well, a friend of ours last night was in a competition. Yeah, pole dancing competition on the bar. Oh, great! She's very good as well. Yeah, she had a kid. She had a kid as well. She's good shape. She's yeah, her and Machia. Yeah, friends of ours anyway. But anyway, she's doing a pole dancing competition. How she does these legs up there and spinning around the pole and stuff like that. God, that's how she does all that like. Crikey. I'll have to install one and give it a go. What the British don't understand is it was never the EU that was the enemy. It was Westminster and the London bubble. I would say it's Westminster. I don't know about... When you say the London bubble, are you meaning as in like the banking sector and stuff like that within London? Obviously, they're doing what they can, ship money across. It's about rules, isn't it? We need to make sure the rules that are in place regarding the banking sector is there to benefit the country and not just London. But as far as Westminster's concerned, they're just a bunch of tyrants. There's very few candidates in Westminster I have a lot of respect for. You know, I say a lot of respect. I respect at all, to be honest. There's not many. There aren't any in the Tory party, to be fair. I hate this system of whipping. You know, vote in line. You should vote in line of your constituency if you want to have a democracy at all. You know, I really hate it. I don't think it's for the benefit of the people. It's just benefit for the few, usually those in government. And this party, as in the Tory party, for too long have been doing everything they can to actually look after the party, to get more donors, more Frank Hester money, so to speak. That's not how you do things, is it? Not if you want to gain respect. Hopefully, people are waking up. Or if they have woke up, I think they have woke up. It looks like to me that there's people say, well, no, I'm not voting for them. Not now. I actually do think some of it's racism. Sorry, but I do. Against Richie Sunak. Obviously not all of it, but I think it does definitely plays a part. But there again, the fact that he's an idiot doesn't help either, does it? You know? Scrolling down. Let's go right down to the bottom because I've just... Oh, 11:35. There we go. Look at the history of the Bank of England. But the Bank of England's independent now anyway, isn't it? But Tories enjoy a good whipping. Oh, matron. Oh, crikey. Oh, that's what we need more of. I tell you, that's what we need. The world was a better place, wasn't it? When we had Carry On Laughing. When we had Little Britain. When we had that British kind of ridiculous humour. The world, yeah, and the Bernard Cribbins type stuff. You know, it was a better place. It really was, you know. It was just a bit of dry humour. British humour. That was a laugh. But now it's all political correctness gone mad, you know. I agree with political correctness to a degree, but I think it's gone too far. I really do. And I'm not saying it's wokeism because that's just stupid. That's cultural appropriation. That's all that is. But I do think we've gone too far with it. I do. There's a balance of everything, isn't there? When you push and push and push in a certain direction, whether it be the left or be the right or whoever it might be, you're going to meet with equal or even greater force, aren't you? And just things end up going to pot. It gets worse than what it already is, you know. It's a balance. We need to accept some things that we don't like. You know, we just do. Because the world's made up of a whole load of different people, isn't it? You know, with different points of view. That's why we've got to have proportional representation. Well, I always say, you might not like the outcome. You know, at the end of the day, everyone gets a say. Their vote matters. It means something to have that right to be able to go there and have a bit of pride in what you're voting in, you know, because you feel you might be misguided, but you feel that you're voting for something that's going to benefit you, your family, and the country as a whole. You might be wrong, but you know, that's democracy for you, isn't it? There's no democracy in the UK. That's fake democracy. The spider's web, says M. Carpenter. Spider's web. Britain's Second Empire, the secret world of finance. Ooh, scary. Racism definitely played a part in the field. Yes, they chose Liz Truss. Good point, actually, over Richie Sunak. Maybe because they knew there's a lot of racists, not just themselves, but racists in the UK, or in England especially. And actually, it's good. Fair, actually, there's obviously there's going to be racists in Scotland, isn't there? You know. But I don't think to the degree that we got in England. It's that kind of skinhead attitude, isn't it? It definitely played a part. In the day, like you say, Liz Truss was chosen over Richie Sunak. What came out of her mouth that made sense? Nothing. Richie Sunak, when he stood up there in the hustings, at least what came out of his mouth actually did make some sense. Just put it into sort of into action. It didn't work out that way, did it? No. And then obviously the first week he was Prime Minister decided to bring back from Suella Braverman after she got sacked the week before. What integrity is that? None. Zero integrity. Richie Sunak. During the pandemic, handing money to his wife in COVID loans. No one talks about that stuff, do they? Isn't that a conflict of interest? She doesn't even need the money. Woke is the pan where the Chinese dude looks. Oh, they mean wok. Cooks my fried rice is the wok. The woke. Oh, it's a YouTube film. Okay, I haven't seen it, so I will. Since you mentioned it, I will have a watch. Where's the pencil gone? Okay. Actually, I'll copy and paste that. I expect. I have to get rid of send. Okay. Done. Itch. Blum, bum, 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 bum. Pandora, what do you want, my happy girl? Is it a treat again? Or do it a wee wee? No treats. It's not a wee wee. She'll run to the door at this point. Go on in. Wally is fast asleep. I know you can't see him, but he's in his basket, with legs up in the air. And there's Sebastian. He's been very cuddly recently. Anyway. He's a funny boy, he is. He really is. He's a Dalmador. Yes, he's a Labrador Dalmatian cross. If you bath him, all the spots come out. You know? Rub and dry, he's like a disappearing ink. Do. I shouted! Bertie. Look, Grandpa, I shouted. No, look, Grandpa, you shouted. That's it, yeah. Has anyone seen Bad Grandpa by Jackass? Yeah, that is such a cool film. It's full up my street, it is, I'll tell you. Cameron pushed for minorities to be parachuted into safe seats, no matter their ability to make Tory parties seem more human. They are the ministers who brought down the Tories without realising, and also Brexit. Brexit, I feel, is the one thing that has destroyed. Hello, gingers! That has destroyed the every prime minister ever since Brexit. They haven't been able to push anything through. Theresa May definitely was taking. Well, we know David Cameron and his.
In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
Okay, I might be stretching this thing. There's David Cameron and his pigs. He left, but he didn't. He said he's going to stand down because of Brexit. He didn't feel he could do it. And then you got Theresa back running through a wheat fields because it's the most risque thing she's ever done. And she decided that, well, actually they decided for her pretty much, wasn't it, you know. She was pushed down. So she stepped down. And then it got all even worse from there, didn't it? You know. Boris Johnson. Horrendous man. The man who said behind the door, let the bodies pile up high. An F business. And he will lay down in front of a bulldozer. Oh, it will not allow, or something, some strange word to that effect. Won't allow. Northern Ireland, all that regarding stuff from Northern Ireland to England. That didn't pan out, did it? No. Crikey. And yet they keep rearing their ugly heads, don't they? They rear their ugly heads to say a few more words about this, that, and the other. Have a point of view when they got no blooming right to say anything. They really haven't. They wrecked the country. They disaster doing COVID. Okay, fair enough. Boris Johnson didn't suggest shoving a flipping light up your butt. No, and drinking bleach. Okay, he didn't do that. No. He might as well have done.
Like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV.
Oh. Well, good luck, Biden. This man is going to take you, he is. Yeah, take you. Oh, did the pork markets ever happen? Nope. Did the Cox's apple, orange pippins, did that ever happen? Nope. Flippin' mess. What a disaster she was. And still is. She's still there. She's still having the point of view. She's still funded by right-wing think tanks. Johnson vowed to lie down in front of bulldozers to stop a third robbery Heathrow. That's it. You got it. I would not consummate. That's it. I would not consummate checks on goods from Northern Ireland or something like that. It was saying as well, wasn't it? You know, while drinking a glass of water. Or was it a beer? I can't remember though. Yeah, swelling the other minorities are just a cover for Tory racism. I think the people who are of ethnic minorities, who behave in the way that they are the biggest racists of the lot. And also, you know, they are enemies of their own people, quite frankly. Bill Silver says, Cameron made the greatest mistake in British political history, empowering Nigel Farage. Yes, Nigel Farage would not be where he is now if it wasn't for Brexit. He really wouldn't. Cameron actually just put fuel on the fire. That's what he did. Idiot. Left the door wide open to proto-fascism. I can see that, yeah. From that moment, Britain was doomed. It's doomed, I say. I'd say doomed. Damn me.
So, you have accepted the truth.
Oh, damn me. Whatever next. Crikey. The end is nigh. The end is nigh. Yeah. Okay, there you go, Madman. And Johnson just vowed to lie. Very successful liar, that is. The United Kingdom is becoming America. Oh, there's crikey. Sorry, Gingers, there's no point in escaping here. No. Well, actually, I'm in France. Oh, crikey, now we've got the right-wing nutjobs coming into power as well, haven't we? Oh, a 28-year-old puppet. But an even stupider America. Oh, yes, Buddha boy. Have a Buddha boy. Mad Monk had his hands full earlier. I did a little live stream earlier, so I do appreciate that. I give it. Mad Monk, it was actually very helpful earlier. There's a guy who's quite often in the stream here, and I actually quite like him in many ways, but he's getting out of hand. He's obviously had a few drinks or something going on there, and then he just started leaving outrageous comments, and it was Mad Monk banned him. What else can you do? Queen Arby says China remains the UK's largest single market for pig meat. Exports taking 112,218 tonnes in 2023, worth 179 million. This works out to 58% of the volume. Just thinking, what was the crikey? The figure, yeah, pre 2016. Well, I imagine it'd been less because we're just trying to sell it to anyone now. As the EU doesn't really want it. Monkfish. Fish. They're happy fish. That they are, yeah.
I think Donald Trump is clearly out of his mind.
That one.
They're now British fish, and they're better and
Press the
happier
wrong
fish
button,
for it.
sorry. Okay. So, yeah. I'll tell you what we'll have, though. Let's have a bit of that.
Welcome to the Brexit, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Oh, crikey. Anyway, I ain't gonna. What am I on now? I'm done 2 hours 16. And like I say, I'll try and keep the channel going as long as I can. I've got loads of videos I need to make live. They'll probably be out of date by the time I've actually made them live, but we'll see. And I'll keep on making videos as well. I might just do 3 more lives and cut down on some. We'll just do 1 video a day, maybe. And I might just do more lives. I don't know. We'll see. At least the lives are fun. You know. George Orwell says refugees, illegal immigrants, in 5-star hotels. Here we are, Mr. Jones. Here's your key, towels, and a bathroom.
Smaller in number, are we? But larger
down
in
in the
mind.
wardrobe. And your drinks cabinet. Steve McGowan, some Americans have gone to Russia, I think. I saw something in a video on YouTube. Blimey, what scab to Russia? Blimey. Oh, blimey. Mark's the biggest fan. Oh, cheers, buddy. I think that this channel is doing your head in, not going anywhere. It isn't, though. Turn it into a music reaction channel. Chill and have good times. I actually like doing the lives and stuff, but it's I think it's hard actually constantly following the news constantly, and you feel you're not getting anywhere. So I'll probably keep it going. I'll just keep it going. I'll just tick over with it, but we'll see. And if it gets too much, I will call it a day. I just have to. If it comes to that, loads of channels do it with little copyright issues. Every time I do anything that has copyrighted music in it, especially on these lives, I get it all the time. I try and refrain from it a little bit, but as soon as I do anything like that, or if I use anything like clips from Talk TV or ITV, they get flagged and they end up getting copyright issues and they get demonetized anyway, so it's a bit pointless. So, yeah, cheers, Mark's big son, thank you. Yeah, so it's just one thing, isn't it? You just play it by ear, see how it goes. And I'm not going to let it take control of me, because I was getting really down. And since I had the meds, as in for my fibromyalgia, it has helped me a lot, because what I found was, because I was dealing with pain, and I thought it was just joint pain. It wasn't fibromyalgia. So anyway, that's it. The thing was, it was never in the same place twice as pain. It just moves in your body. It's bizarre. And it's kind of makes you a little bit down, with that. And then everything else sort of weighs up on top of you, because you try to deal with and concentrate on managing the pain. But now I've got I'm on tramadol and other stuff as well. It just helps. It just helps. So, yeah. Mad Monk loves the baby. Yeah, he loves the Chinese dancing baby. Canadian family tried... Oh, crikey, where are they? Canadian family tried to move to Russia and wasn't exactly getting the welcome they expected. Be like in North Korea, wasn't it? Now, I hate to say this, but I have not met many... Well, I've met a few Russian people, but I haven't met many that I could honestly say I liked. Sorry, but I just haven't. I might have been unlucky, but I found it to be rude and cantankerous and bossy. Just have. I'm not gonna say they're all like that, obviously, but it'd be unfair. But I haven't had much luck. No.
Smaller in number, are we? But larger in mind.
I can probably count it on two hands. It's not a lot. Oh, cheers, Ruth. Keep your Sundays up, Marcus. It doesn't have to be about politics. We all enjoy each other's company on here. Oh, that's cool. That's nice to know. Thank you. Yeah, about anything really, I suppose. Just chat about what's going on. It's a bit of a hangout, I suppose, isn't it, really? It's quite nice. Thank you, Ruth. Oh, where is it? Come back. What do I click? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know. Maybe, yeah, I'll do that. Maybe just do that to see how it goes. The thing is, it might sound silly, but it's actually quite hard just to turn yourself on. To say, oh, that's it, I'm making videos. And you've got to be kind of like pumped up and stuff like that. I made a load of videos last night, actually, and I was so tired. And before I even started making videos, so it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. Just at the kitchen table. I was making videos. Don't know why, I was making videos. And that's what I did. That was probably a mistake, because they probably come over all like bloodshot-eyed and tired, So you got to be in the mood for it. You just do. You really got to be. Sometimes I just don't feel like it, and it's hard. And then you think, I've got to get a video up today, and then you think, it doesn't perform anyway, because none of my videos have been doing particularly well at the moment, as you probably noticed yourself. Got the old one that's done okay. And I think, oh, is it me? But then I look at my woodworking channel and it's doing really well. It's doing okay. Long form isn't doing quite so well, but the shorts are doing pretty well. Got one on there I put on it recently. It's done over 200,000 views, so that's doing quite well. I got a viral one on there. It's done 5.2 or 5.3 million views. So yeah, some of it done pretty well, really. So yes, the channel does beheading. It's not necessarily the channel. Some it's just me. Some it's just me. So it's just one of them things. I think some of it's because I actually struggle to deal with stuff, you know, and because I'm not very organised either. I find hard to collate things in my head, and my concentration over the last few years is, like I said, I was talking about earlier, I was more on point, but more recently, in the last few years, last 2 years, maybe 3, I've been finding it harder and harder to keep focused on things. But there you go. Yeah, that's one of the things. I get old, you know. So I thought I looked at the party and see if it's bad. Yeah, let's put another 10 years. That's what it's done. I'm 54. I look like 64. Stop me fooling around. I've just renewed my membership. Cheers, Gerald. Thank you. Do you get money from shorts? No. You do. No, tell a lie. Actually, you do get money from shorts, but it's tiny. It's a very small amount. Like, for instance, the video, which has done 230,000 views, it's done about £18. Was it pounds or euros? I can't remember now. There's pounds on that one. Pounds in since it's been uploaded. So it's not a lot of money on, obviously, but that's done 220,000 views. But generally, the videos don't do that many views, so you don't get that many. Obviously, you don't get hardly anything. It's pennies. You get a revenue share. You see, it works differently on shorts. You get a little piece. So the adverts go in between the short videos, so everybody on the platform gets a share of that advert. And obviously, the more people videos are being shown, that advert share is reduced. But don't forget, also there's more videos going online. There's more revenue from the adverts. More adverts can go online. So you get a revenue share on the shorts. But with the long form, you get so much per impression, because the video is actually, the advert is either beginning of the video or at the end or in the middle or multiples of. Depends what you're going. I don't tend to put videos in the middle anyway. I don't like it. I think that just puts people off. You always get into chats based on the comments. Don't need a reason. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. I suppose, you know, just reacting to what you have to say. There's oh God, what's his name again? Oh, he calls himself Four, but his channel's called something else. That's pretty much what he does. He goes live every single day. He's actually live all the time almost. It's just crazy. But he's a bit of a gamer, but he's a computer game programmer. You know, he designs computer games now and also hacks. But he's a cool geezer, but he's been doing it for some while as well. You know, he knows what he's doing. Scrolling down, what have I missed? What have I missed? What have I missed? Blimey. Imagine the songs folk have never heard that could be shared. Do you know what? I was actually thinking the same thing. I was talking to Matthew, my son, who's here at the moment, about music. He's a bit of a music buff. So is my other son, actually. When we did the radio station, which was Pulse Rated, Pulse Unsigned, and that was Pulse Global. But anyway, when we had our radio station, and my son Wayne used to do all the A&R, and we was having 100 to 150 CDs a day coming in, being sent to us from various unsigned bands. And me and Matthew were talking about this earlier, about how much music gets nowhere near mainstream. Do you know what I mean? A lot of it's sort of underground, what have you. Really good stuff. I mean, really good stuff. And it's quite a shame, really, isn't it? It's the whole system now with downloads, what have you. Even large groups, they don't get a huge amount from downloads. Have you noticed that more and more groups now and more bands are doing more and more live performances? You know, and I'm trying to make the money that way. And then you got Brexit, put a curb on that, innit? You know, for the smaller groups. Now, when we used to put on, I don't know how we'd manage now if we were still doing it. when we were putting on bands and whatever, they had bands coming from all over the flipping place, all over Europe, as support acts or the main act, and it was easy before. It was really easy. It was none of this from ETA carnets or anything like that, or having to pay prepaid VAT and this, that, and the other. It was just simple. Life was just so much simpler when we were in the EU. You know, we managed to have a radio station for which we sold franchises into the United States, and we had a channel on Sky Radio, and it was fun. You know, it was fun, and we had all these bands coming to see us, coming to our offices in Sallows, and interviewing them, what have you, and some of those bands done really well, such as vocalists such as Leanna Lewis. Shouting for Girls, and a few others, and they've done well. So some have gone solo. So bands always break. They'll be unsigned bands. Pistolas, they went to Japan and performed in Japan, and they're a bit of a modern take on the Rolling Stones. He was brilliant. He's such fun. But yeah, it was good fun. They were good times. They were. That was back 2003 up till about 2006. So yeah, unfortunately, I was doing that with my brother-in-law, who was a con artist, big time con artist. Well, not big time, it is grifter anyway. So, and all you want to do is try to squeeze the bands. I wasn't into that. Oh, Vicky, what's happened, Vicky? What's happened, Vicky? What have I missed? Oh, sorry, Vicky. Oh, thanks for being a member, obviously, for 3 months. But yeah, sorry for that. Yeah, I lost my mum when I was about 21. That was cancer. It was horrible, absolutely terrible time. But didn't really know where to put my head at the time. Do you know what I mean? It was just didn't accept it. If it makes any sense. Didn't really sort of like accept that she'd gone. You know what I mean? Even though I saw her laying there, and it's yeah. Sorry, Vicky. Difficult times. It's not easy for anybody to go through that, especially a family, mum and dad and stuff like that, you know. Sorry for loss, Bill Silver. Sorry for loss. Yeah, sorry, Vic. Oh, thanks for listening. I can't imagine what you're going through at the moment. Well, I can, but you know, it must be really difficult. Yeah, hugs for Vicky. Okay, what can we do for Vicky? Oh no, not that one. No, not that one. Oh. No, don't do that, Max.
And with money you can make more money, and if you've got money you can buy things that you want. I could buy this Rolls Royce.
Oh, with money you can buy things like this Rolls Royce. Oh, lovely. He went, yeah, lovely. I couldn't do it too long because that's copyrighted. Oh, quite dementia. A friend of ours, mum, lost their mum to dementia. That was so sad. Somebody that we used to see regular and what have you, and I was royal wits about him, what have you, dementia. And also, a young lad used to work for me who had his grandfather got dementia, and he was a bit of a boxer, and he just didn't know what he was doing all the time, and he was hard to control because he's a big guy, big butch geezer, and he just got aggressive with it as well. It was just, it was horrendous. Hello, Lee. Hope you're well, my friend. Larry the Cat, spinning wheel of doom. What? What spinning wheel of doom? Is there a spinning wheel of doom? Let's have a look. Not my end. No, I'm all right, Jack. Lord Snooty from the Beano. That he is. No, Bill. Yeah, big hugs to Vicky Clay. She's lost her mum, so it's very sad. Expected, but still not. Yeah, it's difficult on that. See, my mum was quite quick when she was diagnosed with cancer, and it was quite quick. And they operated on the flipping up big old tumour. And that was just, it's just consumed the body, really. It's horrible. Horrible. And dementia as well. But just, crikey, Britain, that's how I'll go. That'd be my way to go, I reckon. I think I'm losing my mind now, to be honest. But actually, another friend of ours, Lisa, she lost her mum to dementia, and that was. It's just sad, isn't it, to see people go that way? You know, people that you looked up to and strong and what have you, and when you know the outcome like that, you know, it's when you see that the right to go with dignity. Yeah, it's not great, is it? Yeah, my end's all right. I'm streaming it back to myself, and I can see myself. Oh, you sexy fella. Ooh. Oh, crikey. Susan, you lost your mum in your early teens. Yeah, I was about 20. I think I was 21. Well, I lost my mum. Is Marcus streaming? I'm just getting, yes, I am streaming. I don't know why you're getting the spinny doomy thingy. Maybe try refresh. Because I'm streaming it back to myself and everything is good. It's still there. Well, I'm still there. It's... Hello, Zona. Well, it's okay on Firefox, but wouldn't look up on Opera. We're mainly old enough to have stories. Yeah, I think we are, aren't we? End of the day, I did lose quite a few people quite early on, to be fair, or uncles and what have you. When I was younger, and then you sort of like you kind of met funerals I was going to. And it's like, oh crikey. Yeah, it wasn't easy. You think, oh, is this what the future is, you know? And then it's basically none at all. So, Zona. Have you got the bingo card across off all the leading lights of the Conservative Party? Bingo card. Losing their seats come the results. I'm sure there'll be a lot of cheers. There'll be a lot of happiness. Hello, Zona. Yeah. I suppose that's a positive though. That will make me tickle, I must admit. I still worry what the future's going to behold, because at the end of the day, I don't know how Labour's going to be able to turn this around. I really don't. It doesn't look great. I think they're going to have to borrow money. They just have to. The idea you can do this without turn the country around without borrowing money, I think it's for the birds. But I've got to borrow for investment, and not just for services. It's got to be to invest. If you put 40p back in the router, or the router, it sorts out the buffering. I think, but I'm okay. I'm streaming back to myself. I can see myself, and it looks fine. Got me to invest. I can even hear myself. Oh, Dr. Davis, no family funeral speech. Oh, I see. Oh, I don't know if it's. Is it good or bad? I don't. Oh, take care, number 3. Yeah, I think I might be doing the same. Then I did say I was going to be going a moment ago. Then I carried on, didn't I? I do that, don't I? Yeah, Marcus has become Santa. Ho, ho, ho. I don't know how long I'll keep it, but we'll see. We'll see. I just I haven't ever been able to grow a beard. right? Or if I've got a sweet cheek, can't do this, gonna have to come off, you know. Then you get past that sort of like itchy stage, and I've got this weird fluffy stage. The really annoying thing is you get food in it. But at least, I can keep a pencil in it. Okay, that's very useful. Or the odd bone, or chicken leg for later. I don't know anything. Even a dog treat if I'm walking the dogs. Can I? Will it work? I don't know. No, that won't work. Anyway. Oh dear. Okay, cool. No problems there. That's good. Thanks, Mark's big fan. We all the Tory all-stars are all gone. The Braverman's silent treatment sorted them out. Well done. Got to get rid of the Bravermans and the Pretty Patels. We can't have them. No. At least, I'll tell you what we can have. We can have the Tories placing bets against themselves. That sounds pretty good to me. They do like to do that, yes. But, you know, apart from that, everything else is a mess. You know, airport is going to be saying longer queues. Birmingham Airport has been having a considerable problem with queues, holiday queues at the moment. The passengers saying it's absolute carnage. But that's, you know, that's Brexit for us. That's what we got there, you know. And it's going to get worse with EES and ETIS anyway. I'd like to say thank you for joining us today and earlier. It's much appreciated. And thank you for the super chats. Yeah, keeps going, what have you. And also helps me medicate the dogs. Let's see, that would be medicated. See it? Oh, look at him. I love his paw, little floppy. He's such a dope, that one is. Wally has to make a bed. He's literally, what he's done is he goes round and round in circles and makes like a nest. And he's sort of laying in there in a fetal position. And Pandora, she's gone into the other room. She likes peace and quiet. She's got big sensitive ears. It's going to be hot as Hades hair this week. And it would make you shave off all that hair. Or all the hair. Oh, maybe. Anyway, I'm going to say toodaloo, you know. So what can I leave you with? Oh, crikey. Well. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, crikey. No, not him. Oh, crikey. No, don't do that one. Let's start with old Donny Tusk. It ain't moving. Why isn't he moving? He's not moving. Try again. Why isn't he moving? That's odd. What's going on there? Oh, yeah. Oh, crikey. Yeah, there's Liz Truss. They ain't moving either. They're not playing. The video clips aren't playing. What on earth is going on? What is going on there? So maybe...
Nigel's a model, you know what I mean, and he does a little turn.
What about one?
But the structural reforms that we're about to deliver include the Brexit Freedoms Bill. The Brexit Freedoms Bill is a fantastic piece of legislation, defining constitutional piece of legislation that will remove the dead hand of EU laws from our statute book finally. There are over 2,400 EU laws that will be amended or repealed.
Love to the family, as James O'Brien would say. And, okay.
It's not my freedom of expression to protest violently. No, you can't just start a riot or glue yourself to the roads and get away with it. Yes, friends, as Attorney General, I had to go to court to get some of these simple truths established. The judges agreed with me last week in the Court of Appeal in the Colston statue case. And that's why our public order bill will empower our police to stop this nuisance. So whether you're Just Stop Oil or Insulate Britain or Extinction Rebellion, you cross a line when you break the law, and that's why we'll keep putting you behind bars.
That is a disgrace.
Good night.
The NHS is and always has been a national endeavour. That was set out in 1944 when it was a Conservative politician, Sir Henry Willink, who put forward the proposals for a National Health Service. That's right, from my home city of Liverpool, who conceived the NHS. A good omen, I think.
Liar. Toodaloo. Thanks for joining us. See you again soon. Tricked ya. Toodaloo.